Hey guys. Hey guys. Welcome to another episode of Hello World with your girl Joy from Be the Difference Clothing. How is everyone doing today? I hope very well. I'm not going to be on here very long. Ooh, just wanted to come in and talk to you guys for a little bit. I have to check to see if I'm buffering, so just give me 1 second. I have to look at you like this. I gotta look like that because on the replay, I'll be like, why am I making those crazy faces? Uh, in the meantime, between time, I hope that um, you guys like, subscribe, and share, and turn on your notification bells. If you do not absolutely love what is going on with this content today, definitely give it a thumbs up or down, whichever one you prefer to do. It's fine by me as long as it's okay. As long as it is okay by you. Let me check. I'm just checking right now to see if I'm buffering. Okay, let me. Okay, so from what I'm looking at, the screen is freezing, but I look good though. Let me share out the stream real quick. And hey, Josh, how you doing? Good to see you. I'm just sharing out the stream really quickly. How was your day, Josh? I hope it was amazing. I'm still sharing out the stream, so don't think I'm ignoring you. I'm trying to share it out on Twitter right now, and I'm looking for some hashtags that will bring up some traction, but nothing right now. Oh, here we go. Bam. All right. So that's done. That's done. Let me see how you're doing. Oh, snap. Hey, Hilda. How you doing, sis? Doing a video? Okay. What you recording? Mine was last day of spring and tomorrow's the first day. For real. Okay. Hey, Raymond. How you doing? Good to see you. I'm first comments. Okay, Josh. Thank you. I appreciate that. Raymond, Hilda. How are your days, guys? Like, did you do anything today? Anything special? You doing a messy hand challenge? Ooh, that sounds interesting. That sounds oh, I think I know what that is. The little hands, right? Is it about the little hands that you got to get on Amazon? The little hands and you have to eat with them? Is that what it is? Um, Let me tell you how my day went because that's pretty much what it's all about. So today I woke up and then I went back to sleep. I woke up a few times today. Um, One because my son doing much better. Oh, I didn't know your son was sick. What was going on with him? Girl, we got to catch up. I haven't been on YouTube all day today. I barely made it on Instagram. Um, what was I saying? So yeah, I woke up a few times. So last night, hey hi BM Marilyn Gale, how you doing? Good to see you. Um, so last night, if you guys saw a little bit, I know Josh was here for a little bit. His asthma. Oh no, I didn't know that. I'm sorry. I'm glad he's doing better. Tell him I said I'm glad he's doing better. Um, Last night, if you guys saw where I did a quick little live. Um, and I was at an event. I got invited to go to an event, which turned out very well. It was really nice. It's like my kind of thing. But first of all, I didn't know it was outdoors. So that was clincher number one. Clincher number two, not only was it outdoors, but I didn't take any Zyrtec for the day. Because I only take Zyrtec like if I feel like I really need it. But knowing that I was outside, if I would have immediately took the Zyrtec, I would have been fine last night, during the night. So I didn't have any water to drink, and I wasn't desperate enough to drink the water that I have in the car. I usually keep a bottle of water just for washing my hands purposes, and it's been in the car for like months. So you know that water is probably really, really stale, and plus it's been in heat, exposed to heat, and all that sort of plastic has probably manipulated it and all that good stuff. Hey Kevin, how you doing? Thank you for the thumbs up. I'm glad to see you, and I'm glad you're doing just chilling with your nephew, and we playing together. Okay. Um, so I was outside. I didn't take my Zyrtec until like 2 hours into the event. So I'm already in the wood chips because it was like they dressed over. It was an empty lot that somebody is leasing from the city. You guys can do that in your own cities, where you can lease a land. You can lease the land until somebody wants to buy it. So this particular guy, he is doing that, and he turned it into like a farm. And so, that's right up my alley. I love everything nature. And what was cool about it was they put wood chips all over the ground. They used wood to make tables, wood to make seating areas. Then they had flowers all over the place, and they had a lettuce crop going in the back. And so that doesn't make good for somebody like me who's mostly indoors. And when I'm outside, if I'm around grass or anything like that, girl, you better take your Zyrtec. You know what I'm saying? It's not like you're getting younger and your body is not the same. So last night when I went to sleep, I woke up like feeling really groggy and stuff like that. But I know it's only because I didn't take the Zyrtec when I first landed there. And I was outside all day today and I couldn't take anything because the Zyrtec that I took it like 6 at night. And you're supposed to wait 24 hours before you take it again. So I would have loved to have taken my Zyrtec again today. Hey Nelly, how you doing? Good to see you. Go check out Nelly Nuggets, guys. She does some really cool inspirational things on her channel. Recently she did like 3 or 5 reasons why dad should, I think it was 3 reasons. 3 reasons why dads should say I love you to their sons. Something like that. But check out her channel, y'all. I just met Nelly through Swoop. There it is, not too long ago. So anyway, today I was out. So I woke up, I had to handle that. I drank some spiced tea and then I went to sleep on that. I drank some spiced tea and then I took Advil cold and sinus and I went to sleep. I went back to sleep on that. I woke up feeling fine, but I had to drink this. I drank some more spiced tea before I left because I wanted to make sure, I was coated. I was outside all day again today. I was on a basketball court. Well, we were on a basketball court, but still, it was a park. So there's grass and all that other stuff and dust and all that. So it doesn't make good for me, but I still enjoyed it. It was Juneteenth celebration in Jersey City. All over Jersey City, there were so many different events going on. I ended up going to the one in a newer park that they had built. I only knew about that one. Um, and so it was okay. I sold out. I sold out on a lot of the socks that I have. I have what's left over are like maybe 3 or 4 pieces, and I just got a phone call to book an event for Saturday. So I know I'm not gonna have enough socks for pretty much anything. So I'm gonna have to rely on selling t-shirts, onesies, and tank tops and my books. The socks, people absolutely love the socks because of the artwork that goes behind it. And I actually love the socks too because I like to see people's reactions. Just like when people open up my book, I like to see their reactions when they're reading something because they're like, "Ooh," then they like show their friends, like, "Yo, look at that." So that's like really cool when any of those two items are sold. And then I was with one person, uh, and she was trying to figure out what to buy. And so I was like, listen, I'm not going to tell you to get something that might not fit you because I don't want you to be like, well, that girl could, you know what I'm saying? But she ended up buying. Remember that the tie dye? I don't know if you guys were here. Did you play basketball? No, no basketball. Um, did you guys see? Were you guys here when I made that tie dye tank top and it was the logo and it was like that deep logo, like it was deep red, 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 and like all these different dark colors. And I was like, yo, that's gonna be dope when it glows. Well, she bought that one. And also too, yesterday, y'all, I don't know if you were with me when I was making the work hard, snack harder one. And I ended up putting it on the tie-dye that was like for 4th of July. And the lady bought it. She said her son is gonna love it. So I said, remember I told you guys like I probably wouldn't print it on that again because the colors were kind of clashing. But she loved it. And she said her son was gonna love it. So I said, okay, you can't really. Hey Josh, Tillery, how are you? Good to see you. There's two Joshes in the house. Good to see you both. Um, I so hey, that's why I say like what I like and my taste is different from someone else's taste. I sold a few onesies today. And I think if I would have had them spaced out a little bit more, then I probably would have sold more. Because people don't typically supporters or shoppers or whatever you want to call them, they don't like really sifting through things. And the onesie rack, I didn't want to have too many things flowing too many different directions because one, on the left side and behind me was nothing but banners. So like even if still people couldn't see through to see that there was something there. Two, there was a bit of a wind thing. There was like a few wind gusts and it almost knocked over it almost knocked over the clothing rack and it definitely shifted the onesies. So kind of like some of the time we had to like kind of make sure, man, everything, make sure nothing fell off. Some of my socks almost flew off the table. So like it was that kind of wind. Thankfully I had my little bungee cords. So the bungee cords I usually use to tie everything down on the table. So like if it flies up, it won't fly away. So that was pretty much it. How did you guys spend Juneteenth? Did you celebrate it? Do you believe in it? Talk to me. Talk to me. What do you guys think about Juneteenth? I really want to know. I should have had this as a panel. I'll tell you, for me, Juneteenth for me is not just about, see, like, I don't like celebrating holidays. If you guys don't already know that, I'm not a holiday celebrator. I'm more of a like live my life according to the holiday. So if Juneteenth is about freedom, of oppression for African Americans or Black people, whatever you want to call it, melanated, brown and dark brown and, like whatever, melanated people, um, and to like show a form of excellence, that's what I want to live. It's not just, one day. And you're a holiday person because you're happy. Okay, cool. All right. Um, I'm coming to you and play basketball. Okay, Josh. I'm not good at basketball at all. So it means more to me uh than just one day to celebrate. Like I take it very seriously, like excellence, presenting yourself in the best light that you can, as often as you can. So other people are watching you. And if they see a form of what Black excellence is, then they'll start modeling themselves, or children will start modeling themselves after you. So I'm not just about the hype. I'm about just doing it and doing my part. So tell me, what do you guys feel about that? How do you feel about Juneteenth? And talk about it really quickly, and then we'll be out. Nelly Nuggets, be in Maryland. Like to know what you guys think. If you have any, if you have any opinion about it, and also like, did you vend? Did you, what did you do? The last year, I haven't celebrated holidays much. I agree with you. It has to be more than a day. Yeah, like I don't care how many official documents people sign. If we're not living the purpose of whatever is signed into law, then really like we're not making anybody else's trials or tribulations or their death any more celebrated or any more worthwhile, right? So, like, for anybody who's trailblazed for us brown and the melanated people or African Americans or blacks, you know what I'm saying? I really appreciate their life that they gave or the services that they gave. So I want to leave my life so that that legacy moves and lives on. When I get reparations, then I'll feel more of a sense of justice. I could dig that. I could dig that. Money is always thrown. Money is always thrown. Money is always thrown. But then if people don't want to give it to us, then we need to do it for ourselves. If people don't want to sign laws to give us what's rightfully ours, then we got to start taking it for ourselves. That means operating your own, shopping your own, teaching your own, building your own, and then charging the people that still never wanted to give back. You know what I'm saying? I feel you, Marilyn. I'm big on that. Like, all right, you don't want to give me something. That's fine. But you're not going to stop me. You don't want to help me. No problem. But you're not going to stop me. You want to make fun of me. You want to exclude me. You want to treat me like trash. But you're still not going to stop me. That is part of what our trailblazers instilled in our DNAs. That never stop just because there's roadblock after roadblock after roadblock. I was just thinking before this, like genuinely, I've got all my needs. I have most of my wants, but there's only one desire that I have. And I don't care if I have to go all over the world, if I have to search the entire world to get what I want, I'm not going to stop because I'm worthy. I know I'm worthy. And so are you. You are absolutely worthy. And honestly, that could go for anybody, color, black, white, doesn't matter. You are worthy. Don't ever let anybody stop you from getting what is rightfully yours or getting what you purposefully have been built to have. Don't let anybody stop you. And especially don't let yourself stop you. Discouragement, anger, bitterness, don't let that stop you. I agree, Joy. That's true. However, we built this country, so I'm not looking for it reparations. I don't expect this country to do the right thing. I know that's right. And you ain't lying. You are not lying. But this country will never operate to its best optimal capabilities without the building blocks. So that's why it is the way it is right now. That's why it's in a continuous cycle of damaging itself. That's why every other country, and I'm saying this from my own observation, I believe they look at us and laugh. But if they look at me, Joy, Read a difference clothing? It's no laughing matter. You take me seriously or don't take me at all. That's my bond and that's my word. Let me tell you one thing that happened to me today. Just don't make laws to stop us. Just get out of my way. I know that's right. Hey, Light with Nicole Marie, how you doing? Um, so today, you guys know, like, when you're vending, I don't know if you know, but I'm gonna tell you anyway. When you're vending, and majority of the time, people always say they're gonna come back, right? So I gave this guy the benefit of the doubt. Two people. One said they're gonna come back after three during their rotation. It was a police officer. And so I was like, yeah, he ain't coming back. He actually came back and purchased two items. So I was like, okay. The other one promised that he was going to come back, had me put aside a pair of socks, and he never came back. And when he came to the table, he said that he was a man of taste. Young guy, too. Couldn't be no more than maybe 21. So I said, you know what? I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. I'm going to trust that he's going to come back and say and complete the transaction for the socks that he said he likes, right? So then my helper saw him again and he's like, oh yeah, she put those socks aside for you. He said, okay, I'm going to come back around. He never came back around. And then people wonder why trust is like this. I gave this kid the benefit of the doubt because I said, it's Juneteenth. He said he was going to come back. I'm believing him. You wasted my time. You wasted the possibility of someone else who actually really wanted it from purchasing that. If you guys don't know, my socks, they're not something that you just tell somebody to put aside and then don't come back after, because there are people who actually want them and they see the value in them and they know once they sell out, they're done. They know that. And he understood that as well. But my point is, let your word be your bond. Hey, Bryant, good to see you. B Ham, what's up? Let your word, I'll stop now. No, don't stop. If you got to let it out, let it out. Um, let your word be your bond. That's for every area on YouTube, your personal life, your home life, your work life, your business life, whatever parts of life that you're dealing with. Let your word be your bond. Stop throwing out words frivolously if you have no intentions on sealing those fateful words that you say you're going to do. I don't play those games. If I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. If at some point then I feel like I can't complete something, I will be woman enough to humble myself and come to you. Apologize, number one, that I wasted your time and anticipation on thinking that you were going to see results of something that I said I was going to do. Don't do that to people. If we really want to grow as a community and be better and let humanity actually thrive the way it can, stop giving your word if you have no intentions on keeping it. Or if you decide that you can't keep it, speak up. Let your word be your bond. So when people tell me that they're going to do something, most of the times I don't believe them. But this one time, I let my guard down and I absolutely gave this guy the benefit of the doubt, held on to the socks. He never came back. There was somebody that wanted them. Thankfully, they purchased something else. But at the end of the day, if it was something that they wanted, I would have allowed them to have it. Let your word be your bond. That's how trauma is caused. You know, when You tell people you're going to do something. It's a form of letting them down. And then again, that trust is manipulated. And so now people have to look at others and put them in the same category that they don't deserve to be in because of what one person or a few people have done. Keep your word. I am still a little perturbed about that. I know the sock is going to sell. That's not the issue, but the point is I gave you the benefit of the doubt because you said you promised you were going to come back. And I did not want to break my part of my bond by saying, okay, I'll hold on to them for you. How do you think I'm going to react to everybody else that comes to me that says, oh, hold on to this for me, I'm going to come back? How do you think that I would want to react? But because it's the first time people are probably interacting with me, two things I'm going to say. Okay. Or I'm sorry, but I don't hold on. I don't put things on hold. I'm sorry. And I think that's how I'm going to continuously do it from now on. I'm sorry, I can't. There's too many past experience. I'm not even going to explain myself. I'm just saying, I'm sorry. That's just not our policy. That's what's going to have to happen. And you know what? You can thank people like this individual who said their word was their bond and they broke it, to another individual who absolutely gave them the benefit of the doubt more than they should have. But you see what the reaction is? Now, everybody must suffer. Every genuine person who absolutely probably would come back now must suffer the consequences of this one individual because their bond was not kept. This is what we do to each other. You dig? Hey, Hilda. Oh, Maria. Oh, everybody just talking to each other. But it's a break in humanity. That was just a sales thing. But imagine, I promise I'm going to take you out to dinner. I'm going to promise you I'm going to do this. We're going to go at this time. Then 10 hours later, I'm sorry. Or you did great work and this position is yours. I'm sorry, I couldn't make the final decision, but they chose another candidate. I promise to love and honor you throughout the course of our marriage, but my eyes wandered and I cheated. This is what we do to each other. We've got to stop and start being more accountable or holding ourselves more accountable for the reactions that we can cause by our lack of keeping our bond. 28 minutes. I'm so sore. So many people don't keep their word. They don't. It's very unfortunate. But we have to teach people from our actions how to keep their word. It's up to us who know how to keep our word to teach people what it's supposed to be like, to set the precedent. So anyway, that was one thing right there. I'm extremely exhausted. I have a sun ache. Okay. The sun was beaming down so hard, y'all. It was no amount of water that could quench my thirst. Um, but it was a good day in all. I enjoyed myself. It was great to meet new people and to see some old faces. Um, so I can't complain one bit. Overall, I can't complain, but I did have to make that observation to see how important it is for us to keep our bonds. Think of it as it's necessary and serious. If you hold that thing to be like at a high regard, whatever it is that you're keeping your word or promising or setting up somebody's expectation for, make sure you keep that because you have no idea what may fall or transpire. Let me use that word. You have no idea what may transpire from your lack of keeping your word. Anyway, I sold some t-shirts too, so I have to make some more. And like I said, I got a call like an hour ago for another event for this Saturday, so I'm thankful for that. I think it's an indoor event. I hope it is. I'd rather be inside. Um, but there are, or I don't mind being outside as long as it's not in nature, too much nature, not in a park. And if I know I'm going to be outside, then in a park setting, then I'm going to have to make sure I take my Zyrtec, prerequisite, no matter what. To be honest, I have trust issues. We all do, being married. We all do. And there's nothing wrong with admitting that because that's part of helping to start the healing process. At some stage in our lives, we all end up having trust issues. But to combat having trust issues, you have to start trusting yourself and trusting in the belief of whoever you believe in, God, your maker or creator, whatever, will continuously put you in situations that will be beneficial for you, where your trust will no longer be broken. Or if it is, at least you will have a sense of they're not going to keep their word. Your intuition will kick in. So start the work from inside. And I guarantee you, you will be so prepared that you'll know when somebody is not going to keep their word or if they're going to lie or if they're lying to you. You're going to know it. And it'll be up to you to either go with that or give them the benefit of the doubt. But there are a lot of trustworthy people out there. Man, I remember a situation occurred where somebody didn't trust me. And that thing, I was like, but 95% of the people I meet trust me on sight. And I can't convince you, or my actions can't convince you anymore that I'm a trustworthy person. That junk messed me up. I'm not gonna lie, that junk messed me up. So many people can trust me with their deep, dark secrets. I don't ask them, they just feel confident and comfortable enough to tell me. You think I repeat that? Absolutely not. I don't care who you are. But when it's that one or two people who absolutely prove or say to themselves that they will never trust you or never ever give you the benefit of the doubt to show that you are a trustworthy person, that junk messed me up. To this day, that junk messed me up. But I have to stop wondering and just be thankful for those who do trust me, who know that I care about them and their feelings more than a quick little whatever. What messes me up is when people lie to me. Yes, to me, that means you don't trust me with the truth. To me, that's deep. I agree. I agree with that, Marianne. I mean, Marilyn, I agree with that. But then we have to remember sometimes where that's coming from. Maybe they don't even trust themselves. Or maybe they just have had their trust ruined so many times that they have nothing to build on. They're just building their trust on quicksand. It still hurts. I can dig it. But when we look at that from two spectrums, it's not you, it's not me, it's them. It's their DNA that's been misaligned. And maybe they have worked on it, maybe they haven't. But it's never your fault. I trust God and you trust good God. to always send a message with the Father. I could dig it though. That junk do hurt. But hopefully we'll continuously be put in front of people who will trust. That's a that's something, whether you believe in God or not, you should pray or well wish for. That those people will come and gravitate to you and others don't. And then more and more you'll be surrounded by people who won't put you to the test like that. You know what I mean? So we have to become more intentional with all of the things that we put out in the atmosphere or whatever we pray for, or whatever we think, because that creates, ultimately, it will create your reality. It's hard to really think that that could be the case, but just give it a try if you don't believe it and see what happens. Say your prayers before you go to bed. Exactly. So I have a sun ache and it's right here in my eyeballs. I'm gonna have to hydrate myself and put some food in my mouth. I almost broke down and bought something to eat today, um, but I didn't. I held out. I had a couple bags of little bags of chips. I ate all of those, and I was just so dehydrated. Um, but I'm gonna keep on hydrating myself. I pray off and on all day. First prayer, yes, all day. Like it's not even a go to bed thing. It's true. You'll end up, whenever you speak to God, that's like a prayer, or whoever you believe in, that's like a prayer. So like what Marilyn said, you really should be all day having those conversations. Well, help me not to cuss nobody out. You know what I'm saying? That kind of stuff. That's like a prayer too, because you're trying to ask your maker or God or whoever to hold you back, hold your tongue back from destroying or from making you look bad. You know what I'm saying? Your heart has to be, yes, yes. Mine too. I agree with you, Marilyn. Mine too. And I hope that I display a decent heart every day. Um, that's all we can ask for, and all we can try to prepare ourselves to do. Anyway, it's 37 minutes and I have a headache. My eyeballs hurt. Um, but I'm thankful again. Tomorrow, guys, come back at 2:30 and let's break out this celebration. Invite somebody to come through. We're celebrating the official launch of Self Reflections, quotes that make you reflect. So, any questions you may have about those books, or if you want to purchase them, you can do that tomorrow. If you have questions about the company, feel free to ask them. It will be an open panel. If you have anything you want to advertise, that time will be set aside for you as well. But otherwise, let's just have fun, you know? I enjoyed you, Joy. Oh, no problem. Thank you for coming through and sharing your thoughts as well and being open and transparent about how you feel. And hopefully that'll start a renewal. You know what I mean? Like a renewed thought process. That's all we can do is try to be better every day. I appreciate you guys for being here with me as often as you can. And don't forget, you're beautiful and amazing. There is no mistake about you. I appreciate you for being here. I'm thankful. I hope that you do come back again tomorrow. And I hope whatever you do with the rest of your day, evening, morning, or night, that you continuously strive to be the difference and just to renew yourself, because someone is always in need of your encouragement, of your love, your inspiration. Never give up and don't let anybody stop you from what your purpose is and who you are and what you've built your life to be on. There's nothing to be ashamed of, unless you're ashamed yourself. But until we meet again, guys, thank you for coming, Be Him. My name is Joy from Be the Difference Clothing. Like I said, hopefully I'll see you tomorrow at 2:30. Otherwise, thank you for joining me for another episode of Hello World.